It's just a lot of gambling. Okay. Oh gee, Kana said my name. Hi derp. Okay. Alright. We're done exploring. While I was away, I was like, wait a second. That made no sense. Because when I said that things or things I didn't respond yet because they respond in quiet, but like they should have responded the following quiet. So there's only 2 events here now, I guess. But all those crystals out here. But I guess I'll just keep going out here during glow. Let me just make sure that I haven't missed anything though. Anna gave me a heart attack. Why? What'd I do? He thought I'd be interested to know that after a month of not cleaning the fire, you finally cleaned it, and the only thing in there was a little bit of black stuff. I think it was some of the charcoal, because part of the distiller uses activated charcoal as the filler. Oh, and that's only... How long have you been filling it with distilled water, Timochi, again? Loopy stream. Nah. Am I going the wrong way? Actually, we can just this to go home. Go home. A month or 2? Oh, nice. You don't see any pink mold on it or anything. Wow. Damn. That shit works. All skill increases reduced by 1 for 3 months. Jobs actions cannot be performed. You're putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear nearby colony sirens begin to wail. It's like nearly attack. Ugh. Couldn't they have waited until you eat dinner? Rude. Outside your window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your hollow palm chimes with the usual reminders for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. Join the colony defense. Head to the garrison to grab a plas rifle and report to the front. Chief Rhett looks surprised to see you, but assigns you to a squad with Anemone and tells you to get up on the walls and do your best. On the other side of the walls is more Xenos than you've ever seen in one place ever. They see that the forest, large and small, herbivorous and predatory, fungal and otherwise, flying and crawling and hopping towards the colony with a single-minded determination. Air fills with the pew-pew of laser turrets and the crackle of plas rifles. The enemy's front line collapse, replaced by even more Xenos, just as many as before, if not more. There's no end to it. The firebreak turns into a graveyard of dead and dying alien bodies, wave after wave, crawling over the corpses until they roil at the base of the walls like the foam on a wave when it hits the shore. You hear the walls creaking underneath you, but they hold strong. There's no sunset in glow. Sun to set in glow, but night falls on the battlefield without any break in the fighting. Fingers begin to cramp from pulling the trigger of your plas rifle. Finally, you're relieved by the second guard shift. Walk straight into the garrison and right into a dreamless sleep. You've awoken 6 hours later for your next shift. Kitchens have provided the soldiers with pressed soy rations and hot blep tea, which you grab, then make your way back to the walls to survey the carnage of the night. As you arrive, your hollow palm lights up with a priority message. Security personnel, we are under siege, the security chief says, getting right to the point. On Earth, sieges were used to break a city by starvation or drought. We have plenty of food and water. Guards will rotate 6 hours on, 6 off. As long as we keep the Xenos on the other side of the wall, we can hold them off for days. Weeks even. Weeks? Everyone exchanges exhausted looks. He pauses and then adds, "We can do this. We're stronger than them, and we're not going anywhere." When the other soldiers fall into a fitful rhythm, alternating shifts on the walls with brief snippets of sleep, and fire becomes the soundtrack of your days, which begin to smear together like paste. Anemone's in particular is suffering. She volunteers for relief shifts, sometimes pulling doubles or triples on the wall. Catch her mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. A minute later, she jolts awake as someone's spoon clatters against their bowl. Tempers grow short, fatigue sets in. 6 days pass. Pink mold is strawberry flavored? No, Terp, don't eat it. Rex, do not eat it, the mold, okay? Do not eat any suspicious substances. You're on shift, watching the Xenos batter themselves against the walls. You feel your eyes unfocused at the sheer, formless horde of them. All these days, they still haven't breached a colony. Sometimes they even seem to retreat, ebbing backwards and reforming somewhere else. It's behavior you've never seen before. A group of monsters breaks from the tree line. Nothing new except for one of them. One of the Xenos looks different from the others. Almost humanoid. Wait, is that Noctilucent? You sense the foul miasma of hatred from the other side of the planet. It has to be Noctilucent. Noctilus. They look up and see you watching them, and then they scowl and step backwards into the shelter of the trees. What happens if you tell Anemone? Why can't I, like, hover over these? Oh, there you go. What's this? Illusions? Wait, come back so we can talk. Your offer is lost under the steady tattoo of gunfire. Well, you tried. Finally, after the 6th day of the siege, you look down to the sights of your plasma rifle and see a curious thing. Soldiers are retreating. As you gather up with the other soldiers in the colony square, your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Lum. The alien attackers have been defeated, he says. The siege has ended. Lum smiles broadly and puffs out his chest. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Bertumna. You're welcome, humanity. You're welcome. Here and see Chief Rhett nearby looking livid. What did he do? He rants to his security officers, where he sat there like an idiot with his honor guard, defend strategically unsound positions, put himself in danger so he had to save his overstuffed ass. The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees. When I actually needed him, taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slog through endless shifts. The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. A few Helios remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against Lum. On the horizon, the first days of quiet streak the sky with lavender. Watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses, their component molecules. Want KBBQ? Weren't you gonna go get some? Why haven't you left yet? Feel early still? At night you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony. You're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crackle of plasma rifle fire overhead. Talon claws you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it in your mouth. With lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how much you pull, no matter how hard you pull, it just never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. It's a dream. Shaking and coated in a film of terror sweat, your house sleep again before dawnbreak. Ooh, start age 18. Okay, it's only my birthday. Dad doesn't have time to chat, but he waves hello. Cal waves at you from the garden and then rises to his feet. It's almost comforting to see that despite everything, he's still the same old Cal who likes to play in the mud. I have something you might like. Okay, Cal then. No one's birthday and quiet, so it's... Everyone here is so afraid of dying that they don't even bother living, Dis says, fiddling with a strap on his backpack. I'm not afraid of death. I know I'll die eventually, and the thought doesn't scare me at all. I used to think that the inevitability of death meant life was pointless, but now I find it comforting. Nothing you can do can change the fact that your life doesn't matter, so you can do whatever you want. And if people don't like it, or they make fun of you, who cares? They're gonna be dead soon too. He's nihilistic in the way that, like, I can do anything. Wahoo! He shrugs, looking more relaxed than usual. Oh no, I find that freeing. Have a medicinal... Because you missed your birthday. Spot Dis in deep conversation with one of the other people who work in expeditions, conferring over a large map, holomap. Points out a location on the map, and the explorer makes a note on their own holopalm before walking away. Dis closes the map and notices you standing there. Looks around hesitantly, as if checking if people are watching before giving you a chaste kiss. Hey Solana, he murmurs. Let's get out of here. Thinking the same thing. Says, giving you one of his rare smiles. Guys, go for a hike. You're checking your gear. You and Dis strike out from the colony in a seemingly random direction. Hard to tell if it is random. Dis seems equally as comfortable here as he feels out of place in the colony. He easily finds the hidden path between trees worn down by generations of xenofauna. He guides you to a clearing in the wilderness featuring a large, flat-topped rock. Dis climbs up first and extends his hand up, and you spread out a blanket under the wide bowl of the sky. Sounds of the fungal forest swell and subside only as you lie there together for a few hours, broken only by a handful of meandering conversations. This is a comforting presence by your side, and you feel utterly safe under his protection. He raises his thumb over your knuckles. And I can share this with you. Softly. Many people get it, but you do. Ah! Just done. Mars have a flower. Have you seen this around anywhere? Mars asks. I was just thinking, I haven't seen him in literal ages. Is he still out there playing Explorer? Why? Wow. Oh. You approach Mars. Wait, am I 18? Maybe. You approach Mars, who's in deep negotiations of some kind with Tangent. When Tang sees you over Mars's shoulder, she points, says your name. Thank you, forces of chance and chaos. Slipping away as Mars's attention turns to you. She's your problem now, Solana. Mars pretends not to hear her. Solana, you're looking hideous today, darling. Luckily, I'm doing makeovers and fashion advice free of charge. What's the catch? No catch, she says smoothly as she smiles. You just have to try on my new line of clothing and give me your honest opinion. Come with me, she says, directing you to her room. I've been working on these designs for weeks. They're fresh off the printer and I'm dying to see how they look on a regular person like yourself. Martha's room is a riot of sparkling fabric. My first fashion line is all about dressing for the seasons of Vertumna, she says as she ushers you inside. Yellow and angular for dust, airy and pink for pollen, stuff like that. If we ever make it back to Earth, I want to be known as the visionary who brought Vertumna home. That's a great idea. She shrugs. I know. Mars indicates the pile of outfits on her bed. Well, what are you waiting for? Chop chop. Try on outfit after outfit, letting Mars scrutinize your silhouette and bearing. She seems genuinely focused on how the clothing performs. Finally, you finish trying on all the outfits. The glow jumpsuit is the winner. Go ahead and put it back on. And then we'll do your hair and makeup. You sit on her bed as Mars pulls out her box of cosmetics. Day look? Something more bold for nighttime. Something subtle. Boring. He does your makeup efficiently and then pulls out a bottle of bright blue nail polish. One more thing and the look is complete. She paints your nails, humming tunelessly while she works. And voila, she says when she's done. It was fun. She smiles and caps the bottle of nail polish. And informative, I hope. Blue is definitely your color. You didn't even get a friendship for that. Base gives you a short nod as you approach. Saw you and Cal hanging out the other day, he says, carefully casual. That's not a smart thing to do around here. People might think you're just as much of a coward as he is, and that's not going to work out great for you. He shrugs and goes back to watching the other soldiers. Just a bit of friendly advice. Don't hang out with losers. How rude. Here, have this thing. You weirdo. Umi is lying wrong ways on a bench, their legs over the back and their head almost touching the ground. They wave when they see you and gesture to turn off their earspeak. Hey Solana, I can't believe I'm still finding new tunes in the media library. You guys really do have everything. Rex tips his head at you appraisingly as you approach. You're looking for Vase, he's not here anymore, he says and steps into your space. His finger traces over your collarbone. But if you're looking for me, you're in the right place. So which is it? Hug. Really? He says, already opening his arms wide. I mean, yeah, sure, of course, obviously, but don't get mad at me when the word gets back to Vase that you're hanging out with me, okay? Dude's got eyes everywhere. Why are they so at odds? Have a log. Get a log back. New Tang. Anemone. You spot Anemone halfway up a garrison watchtower, her legs wrapped around the scaffolding as she cranes to look over the fence through a pair of binoculars. You clear your throat and she peers down at you and waves. Lana! Come up here, I want to ask you something. Clamber easily up the scaffolding, Anemone gives you a high five. Here, look through these, she says, shoving the holoculars into your hands. You raise them to your eyes and look out where she's pointing, a long ways out, much further than the expeditions are going. You spot a dark humanoid shape moving through the towering fungal forest. See him? This, I swear it is. Always sneaking out over the walls. What? Anemone stares at you. The what? She repeats, aghast. He's gonna get in trouble! If you tell on him. Well, yeah, but someone should. The adults say we're not supposed to go outside the colony unless it's on expedition, Anemone says, taking the holoculars back and looping them around her neck. And this just goes wherever he wants. What if he gets hurt? What if he dies? She wrinkles her nose. What if he picks up a weird alien disease and comes back with 3 heads? And he scratches her cheek where acne's made her skin dry and sore looking. Ow. He mutters as bits flank off. Just don't know what to do about it. What do you think? Stay out of his business. I can't do that, Anemone pouts. As the strongest kid in the colony, I gotta protect all the other kids. Colony's got rules for a reason. If we do our own thing and don't care about the rules, we're all gonna be toast. Kind of like a sports ball team. We're all doing different stuff, but we all gotta play by the same rules so we can get as many points as we can. Anemone, Solana. You look down at the ground where a passing colonist is waving up at you. You two get down from there. It's not safe. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm on watch. Anemone shouts back, indicating her holoculars. She shoots you a smile. Guess we should get back inside the watchtower, huh? You both climb the rest of the way to the guard platform. Anemone heaves herself over the edge and reaches down to help you up. You notice that her hands are all banged up and scabbing over with blue scales. Probably from scampering all over the place the way she does. She notices you looking and laughs awkwardly. Runs her hand back through her fluffy hair. Maybe if I get beat up enough, I'll have so many skills I won't have no more acne, she jokes. Anemone's watching some of the other soldiers practice their hand-to-hand combat. Man, I hope we never actually have to do that. It's a bad idea. I have an egg. Alright, I think that's everyone. We're done grieving. Bravery. Persuasion. I really regret buying all that cake now. Get that first. Here. Let's put on this. Get into a debate. Gee, Fairy, hello. Get into a debate with Mars. Mars would never stoop to using her fists to get in her way, but she loves a good fight nonetheless. You ask her what she would have done differently if she had been the captain of the Stratospheric when you landed, and her eyes go wide. She launches into a laundry list of shoulda wouldas, and whatever she says she would have done, you offer reasoning for why it wouldn't have worked. After a little while of this, Mars is positively invigorated. Wow, you really thought about all this, didn't you? She says, cracking a light smile. You're totally right. It's a lot more complicated than just making decisions and telling people what to do. Thanks. It's so important to have people like you around to keep me on my toes. Cracks her knuckles. Okay, but when I'm governor, I will do so much better than the adults can. Or I should be governor. I don't see anything wrong with living the life of leisure, Mars muses. Sure, just because I'm not digging plants out of the dirt or shooting a gun doesn't mean I don't contribute. Mars gestures to the engineering structure. It takes years to see tangible benefit from scientific research, and we still fund them, don't we? It's the same for generating culture. You have to take it on faith that it will benefit you in the future. Okay, let's go outside. The bounty. Eh. Perception. I don't need this anymore, really, but I want to see if there's any. Okay, I want to see what's in the corner. Anemone. Or am I 18? 17. Oh, I am 18. 18. Anemone's here to see you and base. See off you and base. Well, she's mostly here for base. Be careful, hero, she says, kissing him enthusiastically. She's in charge of her own defensive squad. She rarely sees field work. I'll keep the colony safe while you're gone. Counting on you, Base replies and gives her butt a squeeze. She giggles. Keep the home fires burning. I'll be back before you know it. Hey, I'm going into danger too. Oh, please, I could do this solo. Vase scoffs and holds Anemone. Isn't that right, Nemi? Well, Anemone says, running her fingers over Vase's armor with a flirty smile. Maybe I should come with you someday, you know, to watch your back. That's what I say. Why didn't she just go with him? Why do I have to be stuck with Vase? Pick Momo's dinner. Salmon. Vase's smug smile stiffens. Think I can't handle myself, he says quietly. Anemone's eyes go wide, and she throws her arm around him. No, I just want to be with you. That's it. I'm sorry. His hand tightens around her waist. That's more like, bro, I'm right here. Stop this. SMH my head. Alright. Gonna see. This one. And alright. Okay, so we leave that one alone. What about this one? Friend it. Wait, no, this thing will just die. I don't want to kill it. It didn't do anything to us. See what else is down here. Fruit. Something. Is it something else? One of the manticores looks much older than the other. Its tail bitten, and its mane mangy with old tattered flowers. The young one is in much better condition, but is significantly smaller. For the old one? Wait. Got animals. You and Base settle in to watch the fight. The young manticore has speed on its side and confuses the older one by snapping its tail in its face. Like a whip, it lashes the old one across the forehead. As the old one snaps its jaw in furious pain, the young one quickly darts in and lands a hit with its crab-like talons. The old one has patience, stamina, and wisdom. It takes the hits, waiting until the young one starts to tire. It backs up every time the young one slashes until its haunches are braced against a tree. The young one, confident its foe can't escape, goes in for the kill. The old one has been conserving its energy for this moment. It pushes its back feet up against the tree and launches itself upwards, right on top of the young one, landing on its back. It tears ferociously at the young one's flanks. I lost. Beastie. The fight's over in a moment. The older half-tailed manticore is victorious over the clearing. The younger one tries to slink away but collapses nearby, bleeding heavily from the deep wound in its side. It looks like it won't get up again. You nod gravely towards the older manticore, admiring. Wisdom beats you. Something to remember. Mace makes a gun-shooting gesture. He thinks you should kill them now. I'm alone. Deserved a warrior's death? Fine. Manticores are anyway, so I guess we'll kill them. We're 5, 6, 16, 17. And 6. Why is this his fault, bro? My god. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Hi, Kahlo! You kill the victor and finish off the younger one. You and Vase give each other a high five. 2 more creatures that won't attack the colony. Their meat isn't edible and their pelts aren't good for much, but you ruin them with their tails and talons. Probably someone will give you Maybe someone will give you kudos for these. What am I wearing again? Okay, we can skip that. What's this? Up across the lily pads. Level 60. God. Okay. Nine. 7. God. Yo, that feature is actually awful. It doesn't actually do anything good. Oh, okay, cool. Wahoo! Oh, they glow when you step on them. And hum like they discharge electricity. It's beautiful, but Mace isn't interested. It tells you to hurry up. It's getting late. You and Vase should head home soon. And you spot it. There on a plateau, half a kick away. Glittering in a evening sunlight. A Unisar. Pull out your holoculars. This one has particularly beautiful coloring. A pale bluish white. The last rays of sunlight shimmer around its rainbow mane as it paws the ground and sniffs the air. You're drawn to its terrible beauty. The question is, when did it last eat? Try to get closer. Oh, right. Okay. works. Alright, wahoo. Base watches you, expecting something bad to happen. Approach very slowly, pausing for a few minutes at a time for it to get used to your scent. Takes you almost an hour to work your way up the plateau, but this Unistar bows to accept you. Film it. Carefully point your hollow palm towards the majestic animal and record its shimmering beauty. Watches you curiously. As you catch it on film, it lifts the legs slightly and urinates. A shimmering rainbow that sparkles in a ray of sunlight. Breathtaking. Base doesn't get it. What the shit are we here for? We're hunters, not recording a nature doc. Noisily cocks his rifle and the moment is broken. The Unistar flees before he can even get a shot off. You're glad. Good. There's a different variety of bush mob here in the swamp. Slimy, smooth-feathered, and gloopy like the rest of the foliage. They seem just as slow, but suspiciously intelligent as their dry biome cousins. You come across one of their little shrines and find their well-worn paths in the soil. While you're inspecting the shrine, a slurping groaning noise, and Base smacks you with the butt of his rifle to get your attention. Oh. This again? Oh. Okay. Oh my god, Trex. Kill one and the other runs off. That's the corpse. +1 biology. Already half full. I just found out what the spinning magnifying glass is actually me clicking location on the map and then You're creeping through the forest when Base holds up his fist to signal you to stop. He points to his eyes, and then through a strand of underbrush to a balneo sitting in the middle of the shallow bog. As you're watching, the enormous semi-aquatic Xeno slowly dips his head and skims the top of the bog, filtering water through its baleen before spurting out the rest from his blowhole. They're peaceful. Don't kill it, Base, who says this will be an easy one. Point out that the Balneo or Dawstown have never been known to attack surveyors or the colony, even in the swamps. They aren't even edible either. The algae they feed on is toxic to humans. As they stampede, though, Base points out, the fewer animals, the better. I heard it. Now we're burning that friendship. Electrical storms. They zap it. Why does he keep fucking things up, bro? 18. Just got it. Poor Gamba blessed me. What are you talking about? Will it, you think? Wait. Sinks into the water so there's no trophy or even proof we did it. Face pats and pulls off his stun gloves. So dumb. Grouchy. Come across a grouchy, sick manticore. It's lost half its flowering mane and it's all bare and mangy looking. It wobbles back and forth on its pointed feet, growling, interrupted by the occasional cough. Despite how fragile it looks, it still bares its teeth at you and lowers its head like it still wants to fight. Easy kill, Mace mutters to you, raising his drone rifle. Try to soothe it. You approach the manticore slowly, making contact. It bobs and weaves a few times before lunging at you. Versus what? Yes. Cabin? 4. Six. That doesn't work either. Change this to For an old sick manticore, the beast puts up a surprising amount of fight. Eventually you manage to bring it down, but it's a close call. Base insists you pose for a selfie with your trophy. Oh my god. Mating base. Ow. And unknown. Spot a snap bladder lurching across the path. This is particularly ugly. Just a misshapen blob of goo, merely contained by semi-transparent skin. See what it ate for lunch. Ugh. These things are a danger to surveyors and could potentially kill someone who fell into a birding nest. Help so large they can't move anywhere and instead half bury themselves and lie in wait for prey to come in close. Hello, Flare. This. Hi, Tila. $5.70 now? Okay. There was nothing special here. I just go home. Just leave these to Unos. I don't want to kill them. Well, you got new cards. A bunch of the collectibles, at least. Wahoo! All that matters to me. Well, out of bed at noon because you're allowed to, because it's your birthday, but also because you're exhausted. Barely slept at all last night. You've been having these nightmares since the siege more and more every night, like they're trying to tell you something urgent. Can't make any sense of it. All the imagery is jumbled together, all these possibilities and timelines and things that might happen. Some nights you wake up in a cold sweat, a scream already in your throat. Sit on the edge of your bed and run a hand through your hair and check your holopump. A few people wished you happy birthday, but that's all. You guess you're getting older. Birthdays aren't as important as they used to be. Right, and Mars wants to meet you for lunch in the lounge today. You have to practice your smile. Go meet Mars for lunch. You enter the lounge. Surprise! Your very best to play along and act surprised. Woo, streamers, balloons, great! All your friends are standing around wearing goofy hats and clapping. Nomi is holding a bunch of balloons larger than they are. And Rex is wearing a cute little waiter's outfit with a bow and tie. You accept her hugs and birthday wishes, trying to hide your exhaustion and demurring with a "you pointed all this for me." Shouldn't have. No, really. Rex wanders around with a tray full of little snacks, offering them to everyone with a vampy accent and a silly, airheaded giggle. The goofball act chips away at the natural awkwardness of a surprise party. That is, the first 5 minutes after everyone shouts surprise. Soon everyone's laughing and enjoying themselves. Despite your exhaustion, you start to smile too. Your friends are so amazing, and they're all here because they care about you. Then you get some unexpected guests. The lounge begins to fill with Helio kids, the ones you don't know, the ones who usually keep to themselves and, well, don't much like you original Stratospheric kids. Mason and Anemone are with them, his arm draped over her shoulders. Anemone gives you a little wave of acknowledgement for your birthday, which earns a weird look from her face. Hey, who invited you guys? Cal says, stepping forward with his hands clenched. This is a private party. The public lounge. We can sit wherever we want, Face replies. Cal stomps right into the midst of the Helios. You guys think that's just because you guys fell out of the sky, you're the wormhole's gift to Vertumna. We don't need you. We never needed you. All you do is make things worse. Like this party. You've barely seen Cal so ready to fight. He doesn't seem to care that the body language of the Helio kids has changed from cocky to dangerous. You're just a bunch of fascists. You and Lum. The lounge erupts, chairs screeching across the floor as the Helios jump to their feet, yelling at Cal, calling the colony illegal and Cal a fugitive. They jostle him around, but Cal plants his feet and stands his ground. You hear a bottle breaking and see someone advancing on Cal. He's not backing down. Anemone, make them stop! Hey, come on guys, cut it out, Anemone says, tiredly. It's Lana's birthday, don't make it a big thing. They seem to respect her, so they back down, but not before a few parting libellous shots at Cal's parentage and alleged actions with the animals. She turns to Cal and pokes her finger in his chest. You provoked them on purpose, she says angrily. I'm not your friend anymore. Don't ask me to stick up for you if you're being an asshole. Well, Mars exclaims, clapping her hands. That was enough excitement, I think. Move on to the important part. Cake and presents. Under Mars's skillful party hosting hand, the mood shifts back to the festive. You enjoy your presents and your cake, but tensions boiling over like that is a bad omen for the rest of the year. Extra card draw. Draw an extra card at the start of the challenge. X stats. Dax. Ah. You're kinda heading to bed now. Oh, thanks for being here, Bear. Always good to see you. Have a good sleep. Dad says that Cal's a helpful kid and he's got a natural talent for plants. Wonder if he gets it from me. At your aghast expression, your dad laughs. Just kidding. His mom didn't use a donor, I'm pretty sure. If she did, no one told me. Okay, yeah, T-Bud, she's wrong. He's not Cal's dad. Have a good stream and enjoy the game. Thank you. Always happy to have you here. Hi. Hmm. Oh, does Mars have something? Good. Creativity and bravery. Let's try doing this because we've never done this. Practice photophoner. Photophoner. I don't know. The photophoner or phoner is part flute, part paintbrush. Point the end of the phoner in the direction you want to paint, blow into the other end, and it makes sound and draws holograms in midair. Comes with a funny earpiece that fits behind your ear and reads your thoughts. Well, not quite. More like it detects the electrical impulses in your head and draws those. Not really sure how to use it. Equation? You look, but you can't find anyone else who plays the photophoner. Like, no one in the whole colony. Mars tells you it's dumb to gimmick. It's a dumb gimmick instrument, and the ones in the depot shelves have literally been there since the Strato left Earth over 20 years ago. You have better luck with the adults, but only barely. Aunt Anne smiles when she sees you carrying the photophoner. Oh, those old things, she exclaims. I remember those. I took lessons as a kid when they were popular for a hot minute back on Earth. I could play Do Re Mi on it, but that's it. Never got the picture part to work at all, honestly. Guess you're on your own. Follow the instructional videos. Great masters, or at least the people in these teaching vids, just sitting in their bedrooms, like you, can create a whole. You notice are just sitting in their bedrooms like you can create a whole animated scene: a lake, trees, a boat, a person on the boat fishing. You watch as the holographic image reels in something big. Then a gigantic fish jumps and swallows the boat with the dramatic music to match. You can do this, no problem. Honk. You have a lot of beautiful ideas, but what you get is a masterful honking noise and a pulsating tangled knot of sickly green light that quickly fades away. At this rate, you'll never be good as the masters. That's discouraging. Figure it out for yourself. You sit down and experiment with it. The photophoner is different for every person, so figuring out how to play it is a personal experience, and you let your instincts guide you. You wish it was as simple as thinking tree and it paints a tree, or even blue and it paints blue. No, for you it's more like, well, if you think about food, it paints lots of round bubble shapes, and if you think about something that makes you angry, it draws orange squiggles. Mostly your phonar pictures have a lot of purple lines that dance around. You guess that's your personal style. Okay, actually, once you stop worrying about being good and just thinking about how it feels, it actually starts to feel fun. Anything new? Could get empathy up. Maybe. Anyone else have anything to say to me? This? Oh, no me. And Vase? Vase is in the garrison lounge, taking up a whole table with his schoolwork. The way he acts like he emerged from the womb armed to the teeth, it's a little jarring to see him doing something as pedestrian as homework. He sees you and waves you over. Oh, Solana, are you care about all this Xeno shit. Can you help me with this? Of course. He flips the screen of his holopalm to you, and you look over his homework. Oh, yeah, the questions are a little advanced, but you've learned so much through independent study that's no trouble. You go over the first few questions with him. He listens attentively, nodding and asking intelligent questions. When he flips back to his worksheet, though, you can see he's already finished most of it perfectly. Wait, testing you? Apparently, Base knows a lot more about xenobiology than he's letting on. He snickers at your shocked expression. What, you think I'm an idiot who only knows how to hit things? Not knowing anything about the enemy is the best way to get yourself killed out there. He leans in, a conspiratorial smile on his face. I just wanted to see if you could help. If you would help. You don't have to lie to get my attention. Oh yeah? It worked though. You know, I actually thought the xenobiology bullshit was gonna be hard. First thing I did when I found out I had to take the Xenobi was to go to that hippie Cal to see if we could work out a deal. You know, he does my homework and I get the guys to lay off bugging him about how he's a pissy little shit, that kind of thing. He scoffs. Gotta hand it to the guy. He can get loud when he's angry. Said we're a bunch of violent, thoughtless thugs, and he hates us and everything we stand for. Can you believe it? He wouldn't be able to waste his time buggering flow cows or whatever the hell he gets up to in geoponics if it weren't for the soldiers protecting his stupid ass. He can be king shit of no hill if he wants to be. Case concludes, shrugging. I don't need anyone's help. Why'd you ask me then? Base gives you a short nod as you approach. I challenge you. Base suggests a sharpshooting competition. You, him, and a target that gets farther and farther away. First person to miss loses. You set up a target and do a few rounds. You're evenly matched, but Base is the first to miss. You turn to him to shake his hand, but he just scowls. What are you doing? He says. It goes until one of us can spell horse. 5 missed shots. Shrug and start again until... Did I say horse? I meant hawpie. Ace grumbles as he misses his 5th shot. Doesn't matter how long the word gets, though. He wins soundly. He is forced to concede that, at least today, you are the sharpshooter. Wahoo. There used to be a winter holiday back on Earth, Ace says. Winter was... well, it was when it got cold and would snow, like here, except colder. And there'd be feasts and presents and stuff. Sometimes people would even stop having wars so both sides could take the holiday. Gestures to the falling snow. You're in space a lot longer than us, so you might not know, but I always like the stories of people getting together with their families, defying nature with food and warmth. Being human means overcoming the odds. Moments like that are what I'm here to protect. You're walking through the colony when you see a blur of color in motion at the corner of your vision. Bang! Nomi collides with you in a catastrophe of flailing limbs and a high-pitched squeal, sending you both sprawling to the ground. Oh my gosh! Nomi exclaims. They immediately get on to collect the papers that exploded out of their hands when they fell. I'm so sorry! Sometimes my brain is off doing its own thing and I don't watch where I'm running. Ah! They exclaim, dusting off their piece of toast and shoving it back in their mouth. Gotta eat breakfast even when you're late. Enhancement isn't super agility. What is this anime stereotype trope? Nomi pauses in their frantic attempts to recover. Oh, they reply, looking at you with big eyes. That's a complicated subject. Nomi gets to their feet and offers you a hand up and then brushes the dust off you. I actually don't know what my genetic enhancement is, or even if I have one at all. My parents decided to lock my medical files from when I was a baby because they had this wild idea that they wanted me to grow up without feeling like I had to be perfect. I think it's rude for parents to make that choice for their kids. Oh, the writer here. That... well, that sucks. Well, kinda? Nomi replies, poking her index finger into their tree thoughtfully. But kinda not to. It's fine, actually. Sometimes I don't mind at all. Nomi wiggles their eyebrows. Yeah, I'm just like the galactic cyber prince Umiyama, and one day a talking hotpie will come tell me I have to defeat the Mecha Ultra Nether beings. Hi, Epic. Show her. They don't know they're all. Not like I can tell either. Rip Tammy. Rips him. Oh my god, he has legs. Did I unlock something new? Perception, rules, combat, and practice FNAF photo phoner. Relaxing after hours when Aunt Anna pops her head into the lounge. The kitchen, she announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking duties. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, she stares pointedly at the teens in the room who might have too much free time on their hands. Volunteer. Buzzes over to you. It'll be perfect, Solana, she says, hugging you, and then loudly to the others in the room as she declares, I'm glad somebody around here is responsible enough to put in their share of work. Everyone else ignores her, shifting awkwardly. No one wants to disappoint their auntie. Aunt Anne gestures towards the nearby cafeteria and tells you to come by next week so she can show you the ropes. Oh wait, this is a... early pollen. Rex's birthday. It'll be Rex and then Sim, so I can give you a present. I got you a present. You follow the sounds of laughter and find Nomi and Rex playing catch, or maybe the word for the game they're playing is more like fetch. Nomi throws the ball as far as they can and Rex tears after it, climbing and leaping over anything in his way like it's not even there. Rex hands the ball back to Nomi and Nomi winds up to throw it again, but at the last second they palm the ball and hide it under their arm. Rex bears away from Nomi with his ground-eating stride and gets pretty far away before he stops and looks around confused. He looks back at Nomi, who waggles the ball at him and bursts out laughing. Nomi! He shouts, running back to them. He picks them up and hauls them over his shoulder, and Nomi shrieks with delight as Rex spins them around. Two Helio kids in their crisp uniforms pass by, glaring archly at Nomi and Rex. Rex sets Nomi down and then spots you over Nomi's shoulder. Ah, hey, it's Solana! Says, and Nomi turns around and gives you a stunningly bright smile. Rex slings his arm over Nomi, and Nomi lays their head on his shoulder. They're both breathless and beaming with happiness. What's the deal with your Helio friends? They look at each other and stick out their tongues. They aren't our friends, he replies, shrugging. All they want to do is act like mindless little soldiers and measure each other's dicks. Rolls his eyes. There's so many more fun things to do with. Nomi thumps Rex in the chest. Don't be gross, they whine. Sorry, I just mean we don't need anyone else. Ever since we were kids, it's been me and Nomi here. They're my best friend. I love them like my sibling. Nomi smiles shyly and hides their face. Rex is my best friend too. Aw, buddy. Rex coos and wraps his whole body around Nomi's smaller one. He kisses them noisily on the cheek, snuffling into their hair while Nomi shrieks with laughter again. We're always the odd ones out in the heliopause. People thought we were weird, you know? Probably don't see it because everyone is so awesome here, but compared to the rest of those smug, boring jerks, we really stuck out. But I'd rather be different than be like them. He looks down at Nomi, who beams up at him. And I got to be different with my best friend, which is awesome. We just hung out together and had our own fun while everyone just trained up to be proper little soldiers. Right, Nomi? Nomi frowns. Like Face and all his cronies, say. It wasn't all fun and games. Rex hushes Nomi and strokes his hand through their hair. I know, but that's in the past. We have to grow up to be soldiers. Now, and there's so many more people to be friends with. He shoots you a smile. Like Solana. Yeah, I'm your friend. Rex smiles and holds his other arm out to you. Group hug! Rex gives really good hugs. Nomi's no slouch either. Spot Rex lying in his makeshift hammock, and he's not alone. He rushes you as you approach, placing a finger to your lips, and the person snuggled up under his arm is fully onto the hammock. I'm gonna try to get out. Before the two of you manage to get Rex out of the hammock without waking his friend, Rex looks a little too kiss-bitten, and his eyes are bright with mischief. Tired him right out, he murmurs. He's with himself. What did he do? You need Solana? Hugs incoming, I guess. Big. The notice board. Honey food price has increased again. So how do I overthrow them? Overthrow the government. Tube Studio? Hit F again? It seems to be improving. I think. Stop. YouTube Studio? Hello? Okay. It's still freezing. Okay, close the app, reopened it. It seems to be okay. Hi, Dad. Your dad greets you with a smile as he looks up from his workbench. Hey, kiddo. Just came around here earlier looking for you. Almost didn't know he was here. He's so quiet. He smiles fondly as he goes back to it. Goes back to his work. He loves talking about native plants, though. I could have convinced him to help out here in the lab. Fine now? Okay. Javelin. Oh, this. Okay, so he's all good. Okay, 70. What if I try to like recoup myself outside though? Leverage. Like, surely there's places I can just recover. I hope. Paz, good morning. How was... Oh wait, you finished your college or university orientation by the time you got home yesterday and got your iced latte, mocha? He's alive! Green Ridge. Okay, I thought he was sturdy, unless this is his dead body. But who knows? Let me grab the thingies I saw first before talking to him. You're taking a sample at the base of a tree when you feel something patter off of your head and fall to the ground. Not? That's strange. This species doesn't usually... You look up and your stomach lurches when you realize you've been being watched this whole time. A pair of familiar eyes peer down from you from the branches. It's... them? He grins down at you. Well, 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 if it isn't the little human. Have you come to visit me, Sugar Butt? But I saw you die. Did you? You'd think that I would remember that. You did witness my death, I apologize, Sim continues. Down from his branch, his long hair dangling just out of reach. I imagine I didn't enjoy it much either. Why did you just die and come back? The gardener thing, he replies dismissively. So casual about it. I make regular backups just in case. Backups? He gives you a little smile. Surely now you know how. By now you know I cannot divulge the specifics of my role here. Doesn't stop you from hinting. His smile grows wider and he trills with laughter. Oh, I know. Oh, having a secret is much more gratifying than I expected it would be. I guess I'm happy you're alive? He sighs gratuitously. Everyone felt that way. One of my associates seems to feel otherwise. At your confused look, he waves his hand. One of the other gardeners, Noctilucent. They really don't care for you humans, I'm afraid, and they're aware I've taken an interest in you. With a soft woof, Sim drops gracefully out of the tree and dusts himself off. You're treading dangerous water by hunting the animals. They're becoming absolutely insufferable about it, and soon I won't be able to talk them down from taking matters into their own hands. Slaps you on the shoulder. That warning with the candor with which it was intended, Turn to leave, but you sputter and grab his sleeve. Can't. After all that, you deserve some answers. Real ones. He owes you that. Turns to you, one arched eyebrow raised. What is it, Solana? Yeah, you finished it. It wasn't exactly orientation, which actually happens around July or June. Oh, it was just getting your ID and exploring a bit. Are you really Sim? One and the same, he answers, carefully prying your hand from his clothing. Knowledge this is difficult for you to understand. He takes a deep breath, considering his words carefully. Humans have but one short window of consciousness, which encourages you to think of yourselves as individual points on the line of history. You are quite clearly not your parents or grandparents or your unborn children. You are your own marvelous creature. He places his hand on his chest. I do not disappear when this form dies. I am eternal in a sense. I am all who came before and I am all who will come after. I am my own legacy. I am symbiosis. So what do you really do here? He gives you a blank smile. I'm a gardener. I was created to be a gardener. I imagine I will be one until my services are no longer required. At your look of confusion, Sim softens. Humanity is so concerned with purpose, he says sadly, because you were not created for one and you spend the entirety of your short lives under the impression you need one. The concept of someone having a purpose must be seductive. He shrugs one elegant shoulder. My existence is simple. I act in the ways for which I was created. That is not an interesting answer for the individualistic species as yourself, I am aware. Perhaps we must both accept that it may be beyond the human capacity to comprehend. He tilts his head to one side as if listening to something and squeezes your hand. I fear I've said too much. I hope I can see you again soon, and that all may be revealed to you. Have a crystal. Healing? Yay, healing. See if this is also healing. Remember what this one does. Damn it. We almost at the end? I don't think so. The game ends at year 20. We are 18 right now. Going deeper. Actually, let's go to the crystal area first. We lost 6 times in a row. I really don't understand why you guys keep trying. $50. Okay. Nothing's... Oh, it's this again. Oh, okay. Five stress. Yes. Okay, good. This is working in my favor immensely. Going exploring to increase or lessen stress. Film it from a distance. Activity up. Okay. One of these. Am I already full engineering though? actually. Or shows if it equals. Oh, it's because of. Yeah, I don't have a 7. Oh wait, here you go. Alright, 5 kudos. Wahoo! And even more kudos and engine. Alright, extra gear slot. Hey, let's go. Combat. Is this device? Crystal outcrop. Kudos and I'll take the kudos. What are we at? 5. Radiation warning. Alright, we don't need this. Just walk past it. Nothing here either. Okay, we're gonna loop back. I don't remember if I took all the events that were to our camp. Okay, well now we can tell this that Sim's alive, right? I mean, he should have seen Sim. This is the crystals, which I've already gone to. Already gone to. Did this one. Owlful. No. This is wanting a fly. That's being annoying. Event. Okay, we can do that. This one. Marvel at it. 35. Okay, nothing changed in our stress levels. There's oh, okay. So if I do actually go back, it takes me back. Okay, wait. That's not what I meant to do. Go back. I'm not going home yet. We can skip this. Since that's nothing. This one. There. Put this first. skip this one as well. And the source of the thing. Engineering? Oh, but I'm max engineering, so it's useless to me now? Yeah, let's this one again. Skip that one as massive creature. I'm on its back. Smells a little dwarf's moth. You wade into the cluster of dwarf's moth, swinging your arms and feet wildly. They erupt in a cloud of dust, soft wings beating against your face as they flutter away in agitation. You sneeze, but that's all that happens. You climb down the other side and continue on your way. That also netted nothing, so that's this. Run the locust. This always ends poorly, I think, because I always run away. You're supposed to run away. Otherwise they all go after you. You look it up on your holopalm. It's a mask wing, named because when it's frightened, it opens its wings all the way and flips them forward, making them look like a grimacing manticore. Scary. But even scarier is how much they eat. They usually eat leafy plant matter, but they're not above eating fabric, wood, hair, even skin. They swarm in dust and in hot places like the ridges. You see something out of the corner of your eye and look up from your new friend. Oh, This distance, you see a haze above the ground. It's locusts. Each one bigger than your first. These insectoids can eat their weight in under an hour. There are millions of them out there and they'll be here soon. Your buddy takes off to join its friends and you gotta go. Make it to your glider in time, thankfully. Come back to this place later in a week. What foliage was there is now stripped bare. The only things still standing there are the crystals glinting in the sunlight. Press. Alright, let's go home. Pretty sure. Double check. Nope, nothing. Got out. Yes, he's alive. I don't have to give him anything. He's still at max. Wait. Pollen. Oh yeah, Pollen 2 is Earth Day of Sim. Here. Let's go out again. Hi, Dad. Hey, Pumpkin, your dad says, slinging his arm over yours. Hey, how are things going with this? I know you're kind of at the age where you don't want to tell me your old man nothing, but I hope you know you can always come talk to me about stuff. Wait, how does he know? Did we tell him? He hasn't said anything about it to us. Ow. Alright, let's go back out again. We'll explore something else. Are there even stuff nearby anymore? Nearby, if there's anything. We'll hear. is out here. What is this? Perception. Plus bio. Time's still fast. That's something. Beautiful. Oh, you stopped for lunch and eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouse, a watermelon, nice and sweet, like a more solid potato pot. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Hi, Liz. Nothing's happening. Oh, okay. Suddenly, Sim materializes out of the tree. Hello, Solana. Not a new... Oh. What is that you're doing? He bends down and picks up a small black pit. This is its seed, correct? Solana, this is an earth plant. It doesn't belong here. He pops the seed into his mouth and crunches it between his teeth. Not to play park ranger, but it is my job after all. Apologize. You promise you'll pay... You promise him you'll pay more attention next time. That's true. If we grow earth plant bad. Invasive species. Hi Kana, how did you find the lab stuff? I feel like it got resolved really quick, right? We just went to the governor and we're like, I have all this incriminating evidence against you, and he was like, okay, fine. Now leave before I lock you away for espionage or something. That's all that happened. And I was like, huh? What? You're just gonna let us off that easy? Like, he could easily kill us or something, right? What I thought. But nothing has happened since, and I thought we were gonna get killed in our sleep. Minding your own business when you... No. I see. Now that makes me feel like I'm gonna... missing something. But I literally did all the activities I could. Nothing has happened. Play. Wait, was this... Not actually sure. I asked because I don't actually know what the other side of the option. Oh. Yeah, it was like suspicious, like, it was very like jarring to see how easily the governor didn't put up a fight. At the mush trees. That didn't do anything. This. Find another way around it. Okay, there's nothing here except resources. So I'm just gonna like load and then go home. To not waste any stamina. You failed to uncover it in your first playthrough and it did not end well. Oh. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that we actually successfully stopped him from unleashing this Because it was just so abruptly shortly resolved. Like, one conversation, it has resolved now. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna pull something later. That's what I'm currently paranoid about. Okay, let me help. I did unlock one new job thingy. Let's help out Auntie. But let me go to the bathroom first though.